Identifying genuine properties is a very important factor when buying real estate in Nigeria, and failure to get this right has put a lot of Nigerians into misery and loss of huge amounts of money. Trust me, you wouldn't want to experience that, and ICR Properties is here to make sure you don't. Hi there, Ikwe's Jungwa here again, and I welcome you to ICR Properties World, where our goal is not only to bring your way quality, safe and affordable investment opportunities that guarantees maximum capital appreciation and return on investment, but also to give tips and equip you with all the necessary resources to make good investment decisions. And today we'll be discussing about how to identify genuine properties when you're going into real estate here in Nigeria. That is when you want to buy a home or a house after you've chosen a location and a price. Thank you for tuning in. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel, this is the best time to do that. And when you subscribe, do not forget to click on the notification bell beside the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know of our new tips and property offers. Please give this video a thumbs up and share with your family and friends so we all get our investment games right. For enquiries, comments and observations, or if you have any topic you want us to shed more light on, please leave them in the comment section and we'll address that. Thank you. So let's get into the topic of today. When we talk about properties that are genuine, people often make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes they consider the location, because it's in the metropolis. Take for instance, someone sees a property beside the King's Palace in Lekki or behind a popular mall and automatically assumes the property is genuine. Other times people buy wrongly because the area they are buying into is a built-up area, and this is even more dangerous to consider because defaulters hide under the facade of these developments to defraud people. Now the big question is, how do you identify a genuine property? Having considered the location, you might also want to consider the following: the history of the property, the true title of the property and not the one the agent or the seller tells you it has. You would also want to find out if there was any previous transaction that might lead you into trouble, like a court case, or the property being sold to multiple buyers, or natives contending the right of ownership to the property, or if there is any debt or any form of liability on the land. And to address the aforementioned, I'll be giving you real life scenarios, so please stay tuned. So the first thing is knowing the history of the property. Every piece of land or a house has got a history of ownership, which is often represented in a deed. So a client came to us to carry out due diligence on a property he wanted to buy in Ibeju-lekki. He found this property himself and not through us, and just needed us to do proper findings before he commits his money. And initially the seller's agent told us that the property falls under the global sea of O covering the area and that all is well. Our client should just pay and everything is fine. But upon our own findings, we discovered that the property didn't fall under the global sea of O covering the area, rather under our location sea of O. A global sea of O is a sea of O given to communities or villages by the government, while our location sea of O is given to individuals and companies or establishments still by the government, and we're supposed to be buying from the locals. Secondly, the seller wasn't mentioned anywhere in the history of the property. That is to say that there is no legal document backing the transfer of ownership of the property from the original owner to the seller, so we just had to back out. Secondly is knowing the true title and not the title that the agent or the seller tells you a property has. This actually happened to us here in ICR Properties. The error is from me and we paid dearly from it. Remember, I told you I'll be sharing some of my mistakes also so you can learn from it. So we had a request for a 20 acres of land in Ibeju-lekki, and we're accepting offers from both companies and locals. Because in the course of doing business in real estate, we have to establish cordial relationship between companies and locals to facilitate smooth transactions. So we had this offer from a particular seller that we've had over 3 successful transactions with, a local actually, and his offer was fantastic. It was strategically located, completely dry, and met all the requirements of our clients. Because the client was very eager to close, he wanted to start his own developing company in Ibeju-lekki, we were also under pressure. And the seller was like, everything is fine. He was like, Omomi, Abalabalemi, I can never give you anything wrong. This land belongs to my grandfather, and we personally facilitated the title documents and everything is ordered. Kosi Wahala, go on. And I bought it. I bought his whole idea. And without submitting the title to our legal department for proper vetting, I gave it to our clients. Thank God we always encourage our clients to do their due diligence, even if the property is coming from us. And the client came back with a red tag on the title. So we also had to run a second check this time on the property, and it also came back with a red tag. And we lost the deal because our client was, he wanted to start his business and he didn't have the time to wait. We lost it. But for you as a buyer, if you fail to do your due diligence on a property, you might end up buying a committed land, thereby losing the land or your money, or spending a whole lot more than necessary to rectify the title. Thirdly, you need to look out for any previous transaction on the property that might lead you into trouble. Take for instance, a property being sold to multiple buyers ends up in court, and the strongest party wins, leaving the rest on their own and in misery. And the situation whereby the natives are contending the right of ownership or the property is in a court, I always encourage my clients not to buy such property. And if you must, then you need to wait until judgment is given and the verdict at least 6 months old before you can venture near such a property. If you end up buying a property that is being contended on or in court, first of all, you can't take possession of such properties. And if judgment didn't favor the party you paid to, then you will be left with two ugly options. First, you might lose the land or the home, and secondly, you might be made to pay again for the property to the favored party. Finally, you need to find out if there is any form of debt or liability on the property. There have been cases of people buying properties that the seller used as a collateral for a loan or a property with debt. Take for instance, a case was brought to our table. A buyer bought a piece of land in Lekki Phase 1 that was initially leased out for commercial purpose without doing proper findings on the property. And when the time came for him to rectify his documents with the state government, it was denied him on the basis that the property is owing millions of naira on land use charge. Though through legal actions the case was resolved, but not without a lot of resources being wasted in the process, coupled with emotional stress attached with it. Trust me, it's not a pleasant experience. Therefore, it is in your best interest that you do proper findings before closing any real estate deal to avoid ugly experiences. The big question is, how do you avoid ugly experiences? Find out the true title or any previous transactions on a property without involving real estate professionals that would offer handful assistance. We have the mechanisms that enables all our clients get all the information about a property within a shortest period of time. With our team of registered surveyors, legal practitioners, and relationship with the locals, you are rest assured you can buy wrongly. We are here, we are waiting. Give us a call or send us an email, and together we walk through the journey of your dream property. And this is where we'll bring it to a close for today. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do that now. And when you subscribe, do not forget to click on the notification bell beside the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know of our new tips and fantastic property updates. Please give this video a thumbs up and share with your family and friends so we all get our investment games right. It is very, very important. And for questions, observations, or inquiries, please leave them in the comment sections and we'll be happy to attend to them. Till next time.
A few weeks ago, I was here. Oh my. A few weeks after, oh my God. Unbelievable. What's to come in the nearest future? Even more mind-blowing. Poof. Oh my goodness. Look guys, this is a moving train. This ship of investment is sailing quick. You think I'm gonna ask you to invest here? Think again. Nobody likes a salesman. Ain't nobody got time for that. What I'm here to do is to let you in to a whole new world of endless living possibilities. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?